Bike route I followed today goes through mixed forest and Canadian Shield habitat, as well as farmland and some rural countryside. It's about 43 kilometers in length. Here I'm traveling up Highway 38 towards Boundary Road or Arena Road. I don't really show Arena Road here, I just jump automatically onto Second Lake Road, which I'm going to focus more on in this video just because it's a little more interesting to look at the scenery. It's an undulating dirt packed road, goes for about 7 kilometers through Canadian Shield, rolling terrain, lots of mixed forest with white pine and granite on the side of the rocks. The road is in pretty good shape. Here I'm going down a fairly large hill towards the dam at Second Depot Lake. Here I'm probably going 35 to 38 kilometers an hour past the dam, and then I decide to cut in on the entrance road to the little conservation area and just take a look at the lake so people can have a view of the lake at this time of year. The ice is out and the lake is a beautiful indigo blue, and you'd like to jump in, except that it's probably about 35 Fahrenheit or 2 or 3 degrees centigrade. As I cruise further along Second Lake Road, you can hear the spring peeper frogs and chorus frogs singing off into the marshlands on the side of the road. The road's in pretty good shape. It had been graded a few weeks ago, but the cars have packed it down again. And I'm cruising well along the roadway here. It's nicely dirt packed, a few gravelly sections, but by and large mainly dirt packed, which I like to ride on as long as it's not muddy or soft. Cruising along here probably around 20 to 22 kilometers an hour, depending if I'm going up or down hills. There's quite a nice series of rolling hills along here that are particularly nice to come from the other direction. You get about 3 or 4 of them right in a row, just descending like a stairway, so you can really get some nice speed up and sail without pedaling for about 1 kilometer. Here I'm going through some of the marshlands along the roadside. Now I'm on to paved roads heading southwest after I've gotten off Second Lake Road. These are Mary Moore Road and 9th Concession Road, heading down to Church Road. And this is a really nice paved series of roads to cruise down on a bike. There's virtually no traffic, smooth, winding, slightly hilly, and now I'm entering Church Road, heading southwest towards Bell Rock Road. This section's about 6 or 7 kilometers long through open agricultural areas, so if it's windy you tend to get a good wind into your face, which can make it a bit difficult at times, but today it wasn't too bad. Most of the wind that was coming from the northwest, so probably just hitting me on the side here. Quite a nice section of open country again, and scattered small farms and fields. Here I'm probably cruising along at about 24 to 25, 26 kilometers an hour. And now I'm finishing up the last part of Church Road, heading towards Bell Rock Road. I was just going to come back this same way, but I decided when I got to Bell Rock Road that I'd head east on Bell Rock Road back to Verona, the little town of Verona, and then take the KMP Trail north from Verona. That way I can avoid most of Highway 38, which I don't really like because it's quite busy with traffic quite a bit of the time. Here I'm at Bell Rock Road. Now I'm heading east, and the wind was pretty strong into my face for the first few kilometers for some reason, because it was supposed to be a northwest wind, but it was still hitting me as I was heading east. But it wasn't long before it started going at my back, which was nice. Here I'm going down one of the larger, long sloping hills on Bell Rock Road, so you can get a nice coast there of about a minute or more. And just as I approached the town of Bell Rock, luckily we get now a paved shoulder for the bicycles. And while this road isn't overly busy compared to some roads that a lot of people ride on, closer to cities and things, it can get pretty busy with truck traffic and car traffic. Today was a holiday, good Easter Monday, so the traffic luckily was light. But having that bike lane really makes a difference. Here I'm going by some very exposed granitic rocky cobble land where often you'll see sheep out grazing. Now I'm on the KMP Trail heading north, and I can take this right up. You can take this right up for another 30 kilometers or so, but I take it up to close to where I live, which is about 4 or 5 more kilometers on this trail. And this is winding through the town of Verona now, just behind the town to the west. And here comes a couple people I know. I didn't realize it until I was right beside them. Now I'm getting on these little curvy slopes behind Verona Public School, which is fun to navigate. The ATVs have sort of created a grooved section in the trail, which makes it a bit tricky to ride at times. Heading north. Now I've hit Highway 38 again, and now I'm just going to cross it and get on to the other section, which enters just below Craig Road. This highway can be quite busy at times. It's a major northwest 2-lane highway north of Kingston. Now I'm back on the KMP Trail heading north, and this section goes along the shoreline of Howes Lake and the associated houses and cottages that you can find there, as well as a nice deciduous forest along the shorelines of the lake. Trail's really nice through here, quite smooth, fast rolling. And a few more weeks from now, these forests will be just teeming with bird life and bird song. Just crossing Craig Road here, and I can hear the frogs starting to enter my ears.
Spring peepers are calling.
This section of the trail goes through some nice coniferous forests, and it gets quite shaded, so it's always cool. Even if you go through here on a real hot day, you get a nice cool sensation coming through the deep coniferous forest.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, that was kind of funny. The lady was warning me of a big branch across the trail on the right side, so that was nice of her. I was still a kilometer away from it almost, but she warned me, so that was nice. Just finishing up the last kilometers on the KMP Trail to where I depart and get back on Highway 38 just up ahead. Back on 38, heading south now. And I'm getting a bit tired. This is about my 7th ride now that I've had this spring. Had a 42-kilometer ride yesterday and 43 today. And I'm not in the greatest of shape like I was last summer. Here I'm turning off at Piccadilly onto Piccadilly or Boundary Road, and then I cut in at the arena, which will basically finish my ride and make my connection for today. It's a beautiful afternoon, sunny and 16 degrees with brisk northwest winds at times, but other times the winds weren't too bad at all. So anyhow, I hope you've enjoyed this guided tour around this loop. It's certainly a beautiful loop to ride if you haven't done it. Not too far from the city if you want to get out and take a loop around it on your bikes. It's only a 2 or 3 hour ride depending how fast you ride, so not too onerous, and you can certainly take more time if you want. I was riding quite steadily today, but you can make a day out of it easily and just have a picnic or whatever you want. Anyhow, I hope you've enjoyed this outing. Thanks.